Good morning or afternoon or evening, everybody. This is Move Easy Yoga Online with Via, and it is the 8th of August. We're going to start in the ordinary fashion, just lying on your back, allowing yourself to become aware of where you are, why you're here. Notice your breath. Bring your hands behind your neck, unless this bothers your shoulders, and then just leave your hands on your belly or at your side. So you can stack your hands or interlace them. They're just here to keep your head from moving while we do vagus nerve reset. So without moving anything else, shift your eyeballs to the right and wait for a swallow, sigh, yawn, or gulp. Your eyes can be open or closed. Come back to center. Shift your eyeballs to the left. And wait and watch for an involuntary sigh, swallow, gulp, or yawn. Come back to center. Repeat 2 more sets. Right, left, right, left. And when you're finished, just move right into head ramping. Just pressing down, pressing the occipital ridge, the back base of the skull into your hands. And holding for 10 seconds, 20 seconds. Trying to feel the length that you create in your spine here, cervical spine. And then repeat a couple more times. And then bring your arms by your side or on your belly or chest And choose a breathing practice that you like. I'm going to cue rib cage breathing. So if you're going to, but you can do whatever you want. Rib cage breathing, you want to bring your hands and wrap them around the bottom of the rib cage, just so you can feel the expansion of the rib cage as you inhale. And then inhale big as you can, big, expansive breath. And then exhale and everything recoils. And then remember, try to be aware of expansion front to back and side to side as you breathe. And make the breaths deep and long. See if you can feel the top and the back of the lungs. A couple more breaths. And now we're going to do a classic hypopressive. Knees are bent, the heels are on the floor, but the toes are towards the ceiling. So dorsiflexing the feet and ankle. Arms overhead by the armpits, as if you're hugging a tree, and then reverse the hands toward the sky. And then press the hands away into the sky and press the scapula into the floor. So you're actually activating the shoulders and the arms. We're going to work on shoulders and arms today, and neck and jaw. And we're going to take 3 breaths. And then make sure that you can even take a little short extra exhale at the end of the 3rd exhale to make sure you've actually emptied the lungs. And then we're going to count to 10. If you want to imagine the rib cage spreading apart, that will actually also help. And there's a scoop in the belly. So help to notice and be aware of those things. You're not creating them as much as becoming aware of them. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, big exhale, empty the lungs. No breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then inhale and relax. Extend your legs. We're going to do an extended leg, hypopressive, right ankle over left. Bring your arms above your head and stack the left hand over the right hand. And then bring your arms overhead. From this position, 3 breaths. Straighten your arms if you can. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath, inhale. Exhale. All the way out. No breath. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and come on out and exhale. Switch sides. Left ankle over right. Right hand on top. Bring your arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. Exhale. All the way out. No breath. Hold your breath out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Inhale and exhale. We're going to continue. The first thing we're going to do is the neck and jaw series. So you're going to need a brick, either a thin brick or a thick brick, or a book, a thick book, and a set of balls, either the alpha balls, the bigger balls, or the plus balls, or I doubt if anyone has originals who are slightly smaller than alpha. So remember, the therapy balls are not creating tension, they're actually identifying tension. But on the other hand, if the pain starts to intensify, you need to back off and find another neighborhood to work in. Or if it releases, then you know you're doing the right thing. So you're going to start lying on your back with the balls at the occipital ridge horizontal. So remember, you have all these choices. Well, Kathy's not putting a brick under her head. So what you want is to be sure that you can make a lot of contact at the occipital ridge and that the balls don't slip back down into the curvature of the cervical spine. So you want them up a little higher than you think, and you're just going to start nodding. Let's nod about 9 times, chin up, chin down. And this is the neck and jaw series with therapy balls. Keep your balls in the tote, keep them horizontal. Keep them up at the occipital ridge. If they slide down a little bit, they'll be they will be less effective, or the movements will be less effective. After you've done about 9, side to side, a little small side to side movement. And everybody stop. I'm going to do something very unorthodox. I'm going to ask you to stop this series. We're going to come back to it because Leslie was saying that one side of her shoulder hurts when she's working on the other side. And I want to try to release, help you release the first rib, which may be one of the problems for a lot of shoulder immobility, or for Leslie's problem. So you're going to stand up with a strap. Sorry, this is called improv. Because this is actually in my, later in the class, I have it scheduled, but I was thinking, well, why not release now before we do this series. And then maybe Leslie can avoid her pain. So stand up, and they need to be able to see at least your shoulder with a strap. Choose one side, although we choose the involved side. So whichever shoulder you can you wiggle your shoulder around and see if there's some mobility or immobility, and if they put your strap over the shoulder that's crankiest. And then take the let's see, the back hand behind you. So you're gonna, let's see, it's gonna, the strap is gonna cross across the body like a what is it like? Okay. It's, yeah, crosswise. Okay, and now hold on. One hand goes behind you, and the other and holds the strap behind you. So, and the other holds the strap in front of you. So let's see here. So to hold on to one end of the strap. So here you are, your strap is crossing the body, and then hold on to the front strap with your, well, I'm on the left shoulder, I'm holding onto the front strap with my right hand. So if you're on your right shoulder, hold onto the front strap with your left hand, and then the back strap you hold on with the other hand behind you. Now, if this movement, yeah, go ahead and turn around, Kathy. Let's show them. So if this is unavailable to you, you don't need to hold on to both of them, just the back strap. On the back, just hold on to the back strap. Release the other strap. You're holding onto both straps.
Oh.
Just release one strap. Hold on to the front strap in the front, and the back strap on the back in the back. Let's see.
Well, I can do that.
Let's see here. So here, let's see.
Or I could do that.
So hold on with your right hand to the back strap, and then hold on to the front strap in the front of you with the other hand. Huh. See, this is why I failed my IQ test. I can't do I think I'm going to have to show you I'm going to spotlight me, because not because Kathy's doing anything wrong, but because I can't seem to articulate what I want you to do. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm going to spotlight the video. I'm going to get up and put the camera over here. Here's the problem, that you may not be able to hear me from where I'm going to stand.
Demonstrate, I'll do what you do.
Okay, so here I am. I'm on my left shoulder. So I'm holding on here. The straps are across the back. I'm holding on here and tugging. You're going to tug. You're going to tug. So holding on here and tugging and creating a little bit of tension here at the shoulder, at the first rib. If you look at your arm behind you, you could do it this way. And hugging, tugging. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Got it.
So now the next thing you do is you tug on the strap to create a little bit of pressure against the shoulder and the first rib. And then all you do is you drop your shoulder towards the strap. Your ear towards the strap. Drop your ear towards the strap, and then drop your chin towards your armpit, and take a deep breath. Deep, very deep inhale, very deep exhale. And hold this position and keep breathing. A couple more deep inhales and exhales. So when you drop down, your chin down, you may feel an adjustment actually that happens. Go ahead and release and do it again. So tug on your straps. Drop your ear to your strap. Drop your chin towards your strap. Breathe, make several deep breaths. Let's go to the other side, just in case both shoulders need the adjustment. So it's the same thing. Here I'm going to hold on with the opposite hand, my strap in front, and then in the back, holding on here. Or if you can't reach your hand behind you, hold on with like this. You need to be able to pull on the strap, pull it down, because you're actually literally pulling down the clavicle and the first rib. And then this now, after you pulled down and created some tension on the strap, drop the ear towards the strap, chin towards strap, and then take some deep exhales, inhales and exhales. The strap has to be quite close to the neck. It's not way out here on the shoulder. It's up by the neck. Come back up slowly and then do it again. Ear to strap. Pull on the strap first. Ear to strap. Chin to strap. Big deep breaths. One more breath. And then very slowly bring your neck up and drop the strap. You can try to test some of the mobility in your neck and shoulders. With your moving your arms, moving your shoulders. See if there's any, I'd be actually interested in hearing if any of you noticed a difference with that reset. First, it's the first rib reset. There's another version that uses a really long stretchy strap. So if that didn't work for you and you know you have an issue that might contact me, but you'll have to have a strap, one of those big resistance straps. All right, everyone can go down to the floor. We can go down to the floor again. That was for you, Leslie. I hope it helped. And it's so simple. And the first rib is, I'm still hogging the spotlight here, but just below it's just below your clavicle. So right here. And then there's the what's that called? No, what is this called? There's a bone that runs here, and then the clavicle, and then just underneath that is this first rib, and it gets stuck. And that's what we're trying to release. So go ahead and line your back. And now we'll start the neck and jaw series. Just a little inspiration I had. Don't ever say that I'm not spontaneous.
Okay.
So that may actually, if you're having trouble with the neck and jaw series, if it's giving you, it's discovering a lot of tension in your upper shoulders and your trapezius, this might have released some of that. So go ahead. We already did up and down, nodding, and side to side. So now stay there with your ball. Remember, you can have a brick under your ball, under your head, under the ball, under your head.
It's too much for me.
But which is too much for Kathy, but just know that that's an option. And now you're going to just do a figure 8 with your nose. Still, the balls are horizontal. Your neck is directly over the balls, and you're doing an infinity sign or figure 8, whichever feels to you it's the same. It's the same movement. I feel a little bit of more mobility in this movement here after the strap, the first reset. Reverse the direction. The neck and jaw and upper shoulder area is a very complicated area. And there's lots of ways we can give it self-care. That was for Gloria too. I think she's here. Has chronic shoulder stuff. When you come back, you're going to look to the right, all the way to the right, so that literally the back of your neck is on the, mainly only on the right ball. And then nod. So you're not going very far. This is a really kind of a small movement. Up and down. And then side to side. So the side to side movement here is not all the way back to center. It's a small movement. You're still looking to the right, but you're moving on, stripping or cross-fibering the muscle in a different way. Come all the way back to center. Look left so that you're on just one therapy ball, that outside therapy ball. And then start to nod about 9 or 10 times. Nine is a magic number, just so you know. They say. Well, it's the only one of the first 10 that you can, only one except one, I guess. Never mind, I'm not going to say that. So once you've done enough ups, up and downs, nods, then do side to side. And then when you're finished, come back to center. And now you're going to do the rest of this neck and jaw series as side lying. So you're going to lie on your side, stack your ankles, hips, knees, shoulders, and you really probably need a brick. Either a thin brick or a thin brick. What you need is enough thickness in the brick to allow the underside, the bottom shoulder, the space to stack underneath the top shoulder. And then make it a one ball experience, please. Take one of the balls out of the net and place it behind your earlobe, just where your earring backing might go. And then nod, chin up, chin down. We're going to stay on this side, do all three locations on this side, and then move to the other side. This is the one where this is the work where Leslie feels it on the other side. While she's working on one side, feels it on the other side, which is not unusual. Yeah. Up and down about 9 times. Magic 9. And then side to side. The next location is at the jaw. So put your ball on the brick and put it at your cheekbone and then put it on the brick. And then up and down. Notice, well, you're probably not noticing me particularly, but I can't lie on the floor and do these because then you can't hear me. So, but I'm doing this, just sitting with the ball pressed into my cheek. And that is a possibility as an alternative, is to do this ball work without lying on the floor and putting your whole body weight into the ball. In fact, if it's too intense on the floor, this would be something to try instead. Go ahead and do a side-to-side movement. And then open and close your jaw. And then go to the third location at the temple. Find a placement here, and start to nod. And side to side. When you're finished, flip to the other side of the mat, the other end of the mat with your ball and your brick. So we'll finish up the side lying part of this series on the other side. And place your ball, one ball behind the earlobe, and start to nod. Maybe it endears me to you guys when I have a learning disability. I hope. Oh my gosh. I mean, I'm just thinking how I couldn't cue that, the straps.
We need to rehearse.
Well, that might help, but it was just hard for me to look at you and try to transmute that into articulation, verbal articulation. of what to do. So after nodding, then side to side. The other version of that is the one that I like the best, but I can't do it here because you guys don't have straps. You don't have resistance straps. If anyone has a resistance strap and wants me to help them do it, I will show you. It's a slightly different version. When you're done here, go to the cheekbone. And start to nod. And down. And then side to side. And then open and close your mouth about 9 times. Yoga for the face. Becoming very popular now. Last location, temple. Nod. Now I'm doing this while sitting. The minute I started moving, nodding over my temple, I had some releases in my cervical spine. Adjustment. Side to side, this is the last of it. And whenever you're ready, come up to the wall with a brick. A thick brick is better, I think. We're going to do a wall sit. So this is actually a squat on the wall. But we're going to do some arm movements from that location. So I want you to come into a wall sit, which means so keep your back. So stand against the wall with your back against the wall and a brick between your back and the wall. And then walk your feet out and drop your back so that you're sitting or almost sitting. Lengthwise, put your brick lengthwise up at the scapula, higher than that, okay. And you're gonna come down until you're almost sitting. It might be easier on a door, so your brick slide.
Yeah, it's not sliding, but I want you to see what I'm doing.
Right. Now, from this wall-seated position, just go ahead and do overhead arms. The arms go up, the arms come down. And do this with awareness. Let the brick help you. I hope. Just a couple more. And then I want you to come on back up the wall after you're finished with this set and to rest, because it's hard to be seated here this long. And when you're done with this set, just come up the wall, rest, take a respite, and then come back down the wall for the next move.
Okay, let's try it on.
You need a slidey brick.
Yeah,
There's a niche, a yoga block niche, slidey yoga blocks.
there we go.
You could try your sponge ball if the brick doesn't work.
I'm gonna break those doors.
Okay, so the movement you're going to do here is scapular protraction, retraction this time. So you come into your wall sit. Oh, that might be better. Come into your wall sit, bring your arms out in front of you, parallel to the floor. Remember, this is a scapular movement. So the scapula spreads away from the spine and then returns to the spine. Keep your arms and elbows straight so that the movement is happening in the scapula. I think for some people, maybe for everybody, the sponge ball might be better than the brick. Back and forth you go. The scapula protracts. The arms move because the scapula protracted and then returns. And if this is a hard set for you with a wall sit, you could do it in a chair. Magic 9. And then the last one is snow angels. So come up and rest and then come back down. So snow angels on both sides. We usually do them only on the one side.
I'm gonna have to go.
So you're going to need so your arms are at your side, and then you're externally rotating, and then come up, 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 up by your ears. By the time you're up here, your palms are facing each other. Then the palms face away from you, and then you bring your arms down the wall. Snow angels, up and down. It should feel good to get the extra mobility that's created by the sponge ball or the brick. And just a few more of those. Shoulders, well, we get to get a little bit of hip work also in here. You should feel the core working to hold you up here. So core work also. So if you guys like a particular class, at the end, when it comes out, you need to make a note of the date, because it's not that easy to search for an old class. Drop your brick or your sponge ball and do an overhead back bend. So come away from the wall a little bit, stay standing, feet parallel, and then arms up, 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 overhead, and on the wall if you can get them there, and then push your chest out. So push the chest, open up the chest. You should feel this in the upper back. Find an opening in the chest and a compression in the upper back. We're going to hold this for 30 seconds because it is I'm not going to count this time because now didn't have the thing set. But go ahead and release this, and we'll do it again. Back she goes. 30 seconds. This is a bone building, it's upper back bone building exercise, which is why I like it, because I feel like if I had been doing this for a while before last April, maybe I wouldn't have broken my upper back with 2 compression fractures. Breathing, always breathing. And you're done. That's enough of that. Let's go to the floor seated, your favorite floor seated position. And the first thing I'm going to want to do is stretch out your lower back because it might feel good. So you're going to find your cross-legged position or your hero position. And then fold forward, flat back hip hinge from here. So remember, you could be sitting on a brick or a blanket, which will actually help with posture. And then you're just going to fold forward with a flat back and an open chest. You should feel a stretch at the lumbar spine. You can use your arms in front of you and to pull you forward and keep your back straight. So, Kathy, put your arms in front of you like you were crawling. Yes. Now, use your arms to create some tension and assistance to pull your back down. And then just stay here and breathe. Nice long back. Nice, nice, nice. And then if you want to, you can crawl a little farther forward and longer and just literally drape over your thighs. This is a very long, roundedness. You may want to use a brick under your head, but this shouldn't involve your lumbar back too much. It's a safe stretch, basically, or curve, because it's so gentle. And then go ahead and put your hands in front of you again. Press on your hands and use your hands to bring yourself up to seated. Use your hands and your abdominals, by the way, to bring yourself up to seated. Hopefully that felt good. We're going to do, if you can sit facing the camera, Kathy, we're going to just do some cervical work here. Sitting tall, staying tall, and then dropping your left ear to your left shoulder. And staying here, breathing. And then drop your chin towards your armpit. Come back to center, and then come all the way up to center, torso center. Other side, right ear to right shoulder. Breathing, drop your chin to your armpit, towards your armpit. Bring your chin up, and then bring your neck up. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Now we're going to do the resistance version, which is totally different. Drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Put your right hand on your left hand on your right ear. And press the side of the face into the ear. This is your resistance. And just stay here and breathe. Drop your chin to your armpit. Actually, you can release the resistance of your hand for a minute to do that. Um, then add resistance. Bring your chin back up and then bring your entire head up. And other side. Ear to shoulder, then the hand comes up to the opposite ear. Just staying here and breathing. Sit tall, everybody. Sit on your sits bones, not your tailbone. Release the pressure with your hand and then drop your chin towards your armpit. And then add the resistance of your hand. And press into your hand. And then take your arm away and bring your chin up and then bring your head up. And wiggle. If you want, shake your shoulders. See, you can rotate your head from side to side. See if you can have a little more mobility there, hopefully. Let's do shoulder clams. So bring your arms up, interlace your fingers, and then press the bottom of the palms together. You're creating a little hole. There's a little hole in the middle of your hands. So the fingers are interlaced. The palm is pressing, the bottom of the palm is pressing in, but there's a little hole in the middle. Bring your elbows up by your chin, no lower. And then imagine, start wide, so elbows wide, as if you have a balloon inflated in the middle of between the elbows, and then press in to deflate the balloon, and then come out, imagining that you're inflating the balloon. So back and forth you go. You can actually move your elbows higher if you want. Back and forth. This is an isometric. You're imagining the balloon. Breathing, sitting tall. Do it a couple more times. And then release and just shake your shoulders. We're going to do flying pizzas. This is good for the rotator cuff from the back of the shoulders. You're seated in your favorite seated position. If you were cross-legged and you're still cross-legged, you'll want to switch sides. Bring your arms, your elbows are pressed into your waist, your forearms straight forward with palms facing each other. And now go ahead and bring the forearms back behind you and palms up. This is the pizza platter. And then just come back and keep going. Open and close and open and close. You should feel this at the upper back, the muscles that support the scapula. Slowly and breathing, sitting tall. Oops. We're running late, folks. Okay, so just finish up and find your way onto the floor for Yoga Nidra meditation, 61-point guided meditation. You may want to put a washcloth over your eyes. You may want to put a blanket over your body. The idea is to find something comfortable. I'm going to find, if I can find my, oh, there it is. I'm going to take my video away so I can guide you in the 61-point guided Yoga Nidra meditation. Starting with your breath, breathing in and out and noticing the abdomen as it rises and falls with your breath. Now bring your awareness to the center of your eyebrows, center of your throat, right shoulder, elbow, wrist, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, right wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, left shoulder, elbow, wrist, left thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, left wrist, elbow, shoulder, center of your throat, spiritual heart center, right side of your chest, heart center, left side of your chest, heart center, navel center, center of your pelvis, right hip, right knee, right ankle, right big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, right ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, left hip, left knee, ankle, left big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe, left ankle, knee, hip, center of your pelvis, navel center, heart center, center of your throat, center of your eyebrows. This completes the 61-point guided meditation. Start to bring your awareness back to your body and your breath. Extend your legs and your arms overhead and wiggle and stretch. And circle your ankles and your wrists. Hug your right knee to your chest and then your left. Hug both knees to your chest. Rock from side to side. And then roll all the way over into a fetal position, using your bottom arm as a pillow. And then use your top arm to bring yourself up to seated. Try to keep a straight back while you're coming up. Find your favorite seated position and unmute yourself first, actually, and then find your favorite seated position. And I'm going to cancel the spotlight and put my gallery view on so I can see all of you. You may or may not be able to do that for yourself. I can't do it for you. Bring your hands to your heart. press the palms together strongly and feel the shoulders. Mine feel really good because of some of the work we've done, actually. And then release that. And bobble or nod your head, the occipital, the base of the skull, occipital ridge over the top of the cervical spine. Nodding, bowing to each other, honoring each other with a bow, acknowledging the light in each other, and that we are all one light. And then we'll close the class by saying to each other, Namaste.
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 Thank you, everyone.
All right, thank you.
How did it feel? How did the next stuff feel?
Good.
Yeah,
I think that helped, Mom.
yeah. You may have a stuck.
I'm sorry, I have to go.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, bye,
Yeah,
Parvati.